So I decided to stop, take a walk on the trails through this park on my way home. Oh my god, the mosquitoes are so bad. Thankfully, I keep several cans of mosquito spray in my truck. And on the trail I was on before, I already have them in my truck. I'll show them to you when I get back. I picked a hat full of chanterelle mushrooms. And so I thought I'd take this trail here and see what I could find. I got enough of the chanterelles for dinner. You know, it's kind of interesting, I think, when you're on a walk, to just kind of make believe, you know, if you had to forage for your dinner, would you starve, you know, with what you could find? Well, of course, we all know there's tons of edibles in the woods. So I already have my chanterelles, and I thought I'd see what else is around here. Besides mosquitoes. Oh, on the other trail too, I found a whole patch of what kind of mushroom I'm gonna have to look up, because I don't know what it was, but I took a picture of it. Here's another one. And this one I don't think is edible. I just found right there, look how little it is. Little tiny baby chanterelle. It is early for them, but because of the amount of rain we've had, they're popping up all over. And I'm finding them in places I've never seen them before. So, you know, in another couple weeks, when we get into August, oh my god, the mosquitoes. Then I'll be able to come back in here and find some more. I've seen several of those little bitty ones. I've also seen a lot of burdock, and then I come across another one. I'll show it to you. Here you got some new, very young shelf mushrooms growing, and most of them, but not all of them, are edible. And there's some more old ones on that side. See what else we can find. I was hoping to find some more chanterelles that are big enough to harvest. Walk back in there and see if there's any around. And every time I just step down in here, the mosquitoes, I don't know if they're showing, look at them. You can see them in the camera, how thick they are. Just flying around. It's crazy. This would be a nice place to set up a little camp. Nice flat ground and big old pile of firewood there. Here's the burdock plant I was talking about right there. Looks kind of like rhubarb. It looks a lot like it. But it's not edible except for the root. You dig up the roots and clean them up, and you can throw them in the fire like a baked potato. Peel them and eat them. So there's your burdock plant. There's Now we got mushrooms and a potato starch plant. Our dinner's looking pretty good so far. We got firewood. Let's see what else we can find. There's a huge batch of burdock right there. Boy, we could really get a lot out of those. There's some wild carrots right there. So we got another vegetable. Here we got a raspberry bush. There's no berries on it yet though. They're pretty small. Right there. Oh, there's one back down in there. Where is it? There we go. It's underneath, of course. Right there it is. Ooh, there's some good ones. Right there. So now, we got mushrooms, we got wild carrots, we got burdock root, we got raspberries. Look here. So, and that's just walking on this trail. So, I mean, here's a whole bunch of them. Got raspberries back there. Got some blackberries here. Two different kinds of berries. There's another big bush full of them. So I would say there'd be no starving tonight. And look at the berries just hanging on those bushes in there. Whew. Gotta give it another week and come back and get me a bunch. So would I have starved if I got stuck out here on the trail? No. My point of this whole video is learn the plants that are around your environment where you live, where you hike, you know, where you go out in nature. And if you don't know them, everybody's got a smartphone these days. Take some pictures while you're out walking and hiking, and when you get home, look them up. Keep the pictures in your phone. Make a little notebook of all your pictures and label them. And then when you go back out on your hike, look for them again. And it helps you, you know, it's kind of like a modern day flashcard. I was going to go down that trail too, but the mosquitoes are just nuts. Oh, we'll go down a little ways. It's kind of like modern day flashcards, you know, that's what I do. And that's how I learned a lot of the wild edibles that I know. I'd think, oh, that's a cool plant or that's a cool mushroom. And I'd take a picture. Look at that game trail. Awfully dark in there already. And then I'd go home and I'd look them up. And then the next time I went out, I would look for the same plant, and along the way, of course, I'd find other ones, and I'd take pictures of those, and I'd go home and look those up. And it kind of turns into a game, you know, like a scavenger hunt. And, you know, there's wild grapes all over in here. Won't be long and there'll be big batches of grapes hanging on there. Grapevines weaved all through. Those are all grapevines. So we even found some grapes. Anyway, you know, I talk about wild edibles all the time, and I get a lot of replies from people that they're just too afraid. Well, you know, with all the resources that are available nowadays with the internet and the field guides that you have to take with you that you can carry in your pack, it makes it a lot easier. And there really isn't anything to be afraid of until you eat them. And nobody says you ever have to eat them. But once you learn them, and you identify them over and over and over, well, then you know that you got it right, and you have it verified by a professional. Well, at that point, then you can go ahead and eat them. So, there's another big game trail. Going back in there. There's a lot of deer around here. Hey guys, let's not forget our sumac too. That we can make our pink lemonade type drink out of. From those nice big bright red flowerets on the end of the plant. Well guys, I'm back home, and I was gonna do the end of the video by the truck, but there was a whole bunch of people there. So here's the chanterelles that I found today. Much bigger, really nice big ones. A couple little ones in here, but most of them are really nice size. So I have pork steak left over because I made a couple of them last night over the fire, so I'm going to warm one up for dinner, and I'm going to make these mushrooms with it. So that's what I found on the trail tonight. That would have been a really good meal if that's all I had found, but you saw all the other stuff that I found. We could have made a really good meal just on the things that we found during the hike. So as far as what I had with me for my pocket dump, I had my Victorinox Swiss Army knife. It's got a good hank of paracord in the lanyard. And this is the one that has the locking blade on the back side here. Stainless steel blade, obviously. I really like this. It still has the toothpick and tweezers in the end. It's got the screwdriver. The awl. These are kind of tight. Bottle opener and can opener. And flathead screwdriver. So that's all that's on this one, but I like the locking blade on it. So I had that in my pocket, my vape thing. And then I had chapstick. Oh, the mosquitoes. Rusty screw that I forgot to take out of my pocket. My wallet. It's just a flip open one that holds your driver's license. Oh, it's one Tigris, sorry. Your cards and your driver's license. And I like that because I don't have to carry a lot of stuff. So I had my wallet. Let me back the screen out here a little. My wallet, my knife, chapstick, my vape thing, and then I had my EDC keyring in my pocket. Has my little fishy tape measure. Has one of these Exotech type ferro rod and striker combination striker. Ferro rod, and then inside the end here is Vaseline cotton ball. So I have that on there. Military can opener, my little Swiss Army knife that has all the constellations on it. What else is on here? Keys. Oh, my Firesteel.com striker, and my Cabela's little flashlight that's super duper bright. I won't shine it in your eyes. Just turn it off to the side, but it's really bright. So that's it. That's what I had. All this stuff, which pretty much covers everything. I had cordage here, my bigger knife, my wallet, chapstick, vape pen, wallet. There you go. Well, that's it. So thanks for coming along. I hope you had a good time, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm going to make dinner. Bye-bye.